It's not nice to say like, hey, you smell bad, Joe.
Why do we have this stereotype? It's already 2021. Guys, wake up.
I mean, I said that too much there.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's see what we have in store for us today.
When I was growing up, my mom would oil my hair before braiding it. I used to hate it because my classmates would tease me and would say, India buso. I mean, we know kids are kids, but it is hurtful. My mom used to oil my hair when I was going to school. And I never got these racial slurs, but I was like picked on for having oily hair. I'm not gonna be really harsh because I know a kid did this, but I also want to emphasize that it's not cool. It's not nice to say something about someone's culture. I mean, you know, Indians oil their hair all the time, you know, since they're kids. And there's a reason for it, you know. It's a cultural reason. It's also a way, like, you know how moms and their daughters bond, like while they're oiling their hair, they bond with each other. And it's also love from the parents itself. If you look at Indians, they have really, really beautiful, dark, shiny hair. And it's from all the years of oiling. Yeah, some oils do have a certain smell. It's hard to understand it if you're from a different culture or a different upbringing. And yeah, some people just generally don't like the smell, but it's not nice to call people out for it. It's just not nice.
People assume I'm cheap because I'm Chinese. I'm not cheap. I'm just smart with my money. Back then, I used to think my dad was cheap. Broken TV? He taught us how to fix it. I'm now able to fix my own things while most of my friends have never seen the inside of their own computers. But now people think that the only reason I'm a tech whiz and can fix computers is because I'm Chinese. Well played. I wish I could fix half the stuff in my house, honestly speaking. It's not exactly a bad thing being a tech whiz, especially if you know, be able to fix your own stuff. It's a really good skill set to have. It doesn't matter if you're Chinese, it doesn't matter if you're cheap. If given a chance to be able to fix your own thing without spending money, I would rather do it, honestly. Unless I don't have a choice. As I said, nothing to do with being Chinese. I mean, it's quite a common stereotype for some reason. I don't know why Chinese being cheap. There are like many other races that also know how to do tech. I'm one of those guys who can't even fix like a simple, you know, TV or even a washing machine. Anything that needs fixing, I'm probably last guy you ever call to do that. But if that's the case, does that make me not a Chinese because I don't know how to fix any of that? Makes no sense, right? So yeah.
Hate that people always relate my race to being lazy. I work 2 jobs to keep my family happy and healthy, so that stereotype really offends me. Okay, I guess this is Malay. Yeah, obviously, because we all know that in Malaysia we have this stereotype where Melayu malas, Cina babi, India mabuk. I'm sorry. Every race is stereotype and it's unfair to judge a person based on their race. Why not? People should just recognize by their own abilities. It's common sense. We have to be together. We have to be united so that we can overcome this pandemic together and look after each other, right? So yeah, change yourself, be better and get united. Together, we can do it!
I'm an Indian. When I was a kid, my parents sent me to a Chinese school. Although I spoke very fluent Chinese, after attending the school, I never really had any friends and it was always a subject of racism. I know what it's like. Sometimes being different does get you a little isolated. I mean, you speak the same language, yes, but you know, culturally you're different to them. We live in a multicultural country where we eat different kinds of food, you know, from different races and different cultures. We celebrate different festivities, you know, Deepavali, Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, things like that. I am very proud of my culture and of course everyone's proud of their own culture, but sometimes people may cross that line and make other people feel unaccepted. And you know, it's another advantage for you, yes. You did learn another language, you did learn another culture and experience it, but I don't think it's fair that you got treated that way.
My boyfriend and I are in love. We've been together for 7 years, but his family doesn't accept me because I'm Malay. His family is Chinese, by the way. Oh, first of all, I don't have face experience at all having relationship with other races, but I do have friends who are in interracial marriage. She shared to me that it's not that easy because my friend is Chinese Muslim, so before she revert she had to gone through a lot of things. She had to consider a lot of things which is involve family, which is involve culture, religion and all that. So it's not that easy, but she made it. What I learned, and I would suggest both of you would have to make a stand for yourself. I mean, convince your parents, your family. It's a choice that you both will have to make together, right? It might be difficult in the beginning, but family is family and they will come to love you eventually.
Hey Malaysians, thank you so much for your stories. We received a lot of them, and I mean a lot. So stay tuned for the next part.